Hello everyone, it's me Ilham. So today my friends and I will talk about coal energy. First of all, what is coal? Coal is defined as a black rock made up of large amounts of carbon which is used to produce around 40% of the world's electricity. Like all fossil fuels, coal can be burned to release energy. So the heat from the burning fossil fuel is used either directly for space heating and process heating or converted to mechanical energy for vehicles, industrial processes, or even electrical power generation. There are four types of coal, namely peat, lignite, bituminous, and anthracite. Anthracite is the hard coal that is the most highly desirable coal or fuel because of its high heat content and low sulfur content. Now let's move on to the process of heat generation where coal is converted into electricity. So first of all, the coal in a reservoir feeds into a boiler where inside the boiler the coal is heated up or burned at a high temperature, high pressure in order for it to convert the water coming through to convert it into steam. So the steam passes through the tubes to turn the shaft. So the spinning shaft connected to the generator produces electricity.
The advantages of coal energy are it is an affordable energy source because of the stable price compared to other fuel sources. Coal is also easy to burn and produces high energy. Besides, coal is inexpensive, readily abundant and a reliable energy source. Meanwhile, for the disadvantages, coal produces large amount of carbon dioxide which leads to global warming and climate change. Other than that, coal is not environmental friendly as it produces harmful byproducts and hazardous gases that pollutes the environment. Coal is also fast depleting, thus making it to be a non-renewable energy.
Now let us go into the environmental impacts of coal. Due to the release of carbon dioxide and other harmful gases, the Earth is now threatened by air pollution, global warming, and greenhouse gases. Thus, coal indirectly also causes water pollution. The continuous CO2 emission from coal combustion causes climate change and global warming. It highly increases the incidences of flooding, hurricane activity, sea level rise, extreme weather and loss of species. The emission of CO2 from coal also causes the air pollution and leads to global warming. Subsequently, destruction of buildings due to the acid rain happening in a long-term period. Acid rain dissolves some heavy metals such as Hg, which causes the contamination of vegetables, aquatic animals and water. This phenomena causes the pH of water become more acidic that can affect the habitats of aquatic animals. Coal can cause the accumulation of trace metals in the food web and give impacts on environment and human health. These scenarios that can cause water pollution due to coal production and usage are obliteration of mountain streams and valleys by mountaintop removal, mining and acid rock drainage.
Besides environment, coal also affect the economy of a country. For ex-maple, the North America and Europe governments are now phasing out the use of coal out due to environmental and health issues. Replacing coal is the natural gas which are cheap and plentiful and has less environmental impact. Other renewables energy are also replacing coal in many countries. All of the impacts of coal have an economic cost, from the jobs lost by fishermen downstream of a coal mine, to the health care costs of the people sickened by coal-fired power plant pollution, to the cost of cleaning up spills of toxic coal waste. Cleanup of the recent coal ash spill in Tennessee. Cost to pay tax, subsidies and tax breaks for not producing power in return in Healy Clean Coal Plant in Alaska. Health impact of coal pollution have enormous economic costs, through toxic coal waste cleanup. The next effect of coal consumption is social impacts. Coal can lead to severe problems especially to the society. Among those are respiratory and kidney disease, miscarriage and stillbirth, high blood levels of heavy metals and finally impaired growth. We shall now look into deep on how we can prevent this from happening or reduce it. The precaution action is first, limiting outdoor activities of communities. Secondly, the lack supply of clean pure water can affect the society living. Thus, we need to ensure that clean water is accessible. Besides that, it can also affect inability of communities to grasp financial benefits. Therefore, it is more important to ensure that are financial stable. Finally, we need to limit the income of society, especially farmers that deal with climate change poor soil quality. Finally, we will look into the effect on politics. Several countries have opened up on giving their opinion on coal energy and their continuity. Clean coal is method of trapping and processing carbon. An innovative theoretical method that would eliminate or substantially reduce carbon dioxide emissions from coal-based plants and sequester them indefinitely. Designed to improve both the efficiency and the acceptability of coal extraction, preparation and use to the environment. Researchers in China are focused on increasing the efficiency of burning coal so that they can get more power out of less coal. While in Australia, the previous Prime Minister, John Howard, had suggested that nuclear power was a safer option, Japan government has gradually favored high-carbon, lower-emission coal-fired power plants, HELE, to recover lost energy capacity from partial nuclear power plant shutdown in Japan and to replace aging coal and oil-fired power plants. Former President George W. Bush has mentioned clean coal on several occasions, including his State of the Union address for 2007. Bush's stance was to promote carbon capture and storage technology as one way of growing the country's reliance on foreign oil.
So in conclusion, coal is relatively cheap and abundant. Coal give impact to all aspects, social, economics, politics, and environment. Implementation of regulations and policies related to coal plays an important role in coal handling and consumption. All regulatory and policies on coal should be revised to ensure all of these aspects keep safe and secure. Thank you.